What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today it is officially the start of the part 2 for the year 3 celebration here in the JP version of the game. Lots of stuff to go over. First, shout out to Global. You guys finally got LR Vegito. Yes, you can actually Dokkan awaken him to the entire LR state. People are doing showcases and everything. Shout out to you guys. Congrats on that and everything. I wish you guys the best of luck if you're still grinding out the medals, or if you're not able to quite get it just yet. I hope that you will be able to get it pretty soon. And if you do have them already, then congrats. I hope he does well on Super Battle Road and everything, because you guys just got Super Battle Road, and yeah, that mode is woo, as you guys already know. But anyway, let's get into stuff over here on the JP version of the game. In terms of the LR Vegito stuff, I have absolutely no idea when that stuff is going to be happening. There is no mention of it for this part 2 of the year 3 celebration. Maybe it's going to be some kind of secret thing. I highly doubt it. Probably somewhere in March would be my assumption, that maybe we get the TUR version of him at least, and then maybe in April or something like that, we'll finally get him up to LR. I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess there, but anyway, let's move on. First off, let's go through all the little... There's not much in terms of information, actually, so I didn't want to make that into one video just on basic information. By the way, we got top place in the store, so we got like 33 tickets, some training items, and some act, which is kind of cool. So I hope you guys got some pretty decent summons from this ticket summon. I saw people pulling LRs. I only got 2 SSRs that were pretty much Baba food, essentially. So, but anyway, so this is part 2 right here, as you can clearly see right there for the part 2. First off, the STR Kid Gohan EZA is here finally, and it's pretty easy. Most people can do it. I'm actually going to be doing that in the second part of this video here. If you miss a chance to get Candy Vegito, he is back now. He's a total farmable card. Go in and get him. He's got a pretty good dodge mechanic, although I swear on Super Battle Road it never goes off one bit. Speaking of Super Battle Road is now available every single day for the rest of the month until the 6th of March. That's pretty cool. The reason I personally like it is that, well, I'll get into that in a second. Next is going to be now, this is some new event coming. We're not really sure what it is, but based on the 5 pods, everyone thinks it's the Ginyu Force, and that this actually pertains to the LR Ginyu, because currently on JP, there has been no way to get him, especially if you're new, or maybe if you did do the battlefield mode, and then after a while, you know, maybe you used a few of those to awaken maybe say LR Gohan or another card, or you saved them all up, but you didn't have enough, because, you know, let's face it, that mode was kind of eh. And then even if you got all of the medals using the incredible gems from the Baba shop, you come up short. You come up to like 50, maybe 60, depending on how good you were from Super Battle Road. Very, very few people have this LR Ginyu, and he's kind of outdated, unfortunately. So, I mean, he's a good support unit on an extreme physical team. That's pretty much it, though. You're not really going to put him over other people and everything like that. But nonetheless, though, this looks to be some way potentially we can do that. Again, I'm not 100% sure. We'll know more details next Tuesday, which will be pretty cool. So when that happens, we'll have to see. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. Now, going back to Super Battle real quick, the reason I'm pretty happy that it is there is because we actually have now like 5 LR banners that will be coming out every week, basically. So starting with LR Goku Black, he starts on the 21st and he goes until the 25th. Then Trunks is back from the 25th until the 1st. LR Gohan, first for JP here, both with the Goku Black as well. LR Gohan is here. He goes from the 1st until the 5th, so he's actually only here for 4 days. And then Brawly goes from the 5th until the 9th, and then Majin Vegeta from the 9th to the 13th, okay? Now, a couple things I really don't know about the banners. Well, first off, they're going to have terrible rates, as always. I mean, technically, this is the best moment for you to get it because it is featured. However, as you all know, when it comes to these LR banners, they are going to be flooded with cards you do not want / want to touch or anything like that. So, I guess I would definitely say skip this unless you're a Minnow / Dolphin / Whale / whatever your status might be. If you are any mode of kind of transportation type of play, or I don't know what the heck I was just saying there. If you are any type of free to play, okay, or you have to save your stones up and you really can't buy, do not touch these banners whatsoever. Do not touch them at all. Leave them. Never look at them again, okay? Never look at them. Me personally, I was hoping these are going to be the type banners where they had like tech and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they're not, because at least with those, you get Kais and everything. With this, not so much. So I'm still debating if I want to go for LR Goku Black. We'll have to see, because I do need him to go into Super Battle Road. So yeah, we'll have, again, I'll have to make a decision. I'm not really sure yet. Probably not is what it's going to happen, but again, we'll have to see. So, and then the hero and villains little kind of act thing. This is now available with half act and all that kind of stuff. It's yeah, I mean, everyone can go into this. This is not that hard to do real quick, but nonetheless, it's kind of cool. You can go in and farm up medals if you need to, and obviously awaken some people. The rest of this stuff is things that we've already seen before, so that's pretty cool, okay? Now, let's get into Gohan's EZA EZA, okay? So, let's go into the event first. I'm going to talk about the event, what hurts him, what doesn't, or the event enemies that you have to face off against and everything like that. We're going to go into the final stage where it matters, where the medals are, okay? And then after that, we're going to go over the missions, because the rest of those 33 missions that started way back at the beginning of February, those are now in the game, and a lot of people have asked me to translate them, so I can quickly show you what they are. They're actually really easy. You don't have to do anything except touch this event. You touch this event and you awaken Gohan, you literally get all those missions, okay? I'm gonna go over those at the end of the video though. So anyway, so let's go into the event real quick. Let's take a look at this stuff. Okay, so obviously now I've gone up to stage 46 because I'm trying to collect all the orbs and everything like that. This is a lot easier than like the SSJ 3 Goku and the STR Brawly and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here actually to stage 30, okay? Stage 30 should be the one that you care about the most. If you can reach to stage 30 and beat it, you get all the medals automatically to awaken your STR Gohan up to level 140 in SA, or the ability to go to SA 15. They give you the 5 Kais. If you want to take a TUR STR Gohan from his event again and feed him into it, that's your choice. Me personally, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that grind again. I went in, took those 5 Grand Kais that they give us, because they're only, again, straight to STR types, and boom, we were able to do it. So, plus you get a few more if you complete the later stages, so I personally don't see the problem. It's just using 5 STR Grand Kais. Not to mention we get more from Purunga, not to mention they've been given to us for, you know, getting top in the App Store and everything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially hit it one more time, we even get more. So, unless you're truly trying to save up like 20 or 30 or 40 STR Grand Kais, I think you can subtract 5 from it and just do that way. Again, your choice. It's totally up to you. But yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at what is required to try and take down Vegeta here, okay? By the way, you start off with QE, and then you go into Dodoria, then Zarbon, then Super Zarbon, and then Vegeta is from like stage 20 and on, basically all the way until however far you go, essentially, okay? So, as you continue on through the stages, you're going to start to notice that you cannot bring int types that are super or extreme, okay? And you cannot bring agility types that are super or extreme too, okay? This is exactly the same that Goku and Broly went through the same thing. You started off being able to take pretty much anything to take them on, and as time went on, it said, okay, now you can't take tech, now you can't take strength, now you can't take agility, and all that type of stuff, okay? And then after a while, it would start to say that you cannot, this is the kanji for it, you cannot do this essentially, or you're not allowed to, or it's prohibited, or it has no effect essentially, okay? So trying to lower attack or defense, it does not work. Trying to seal them, Hisatsu Wazo Fujiru, or Kisatsu, which is stun, you can't do any of that stuff. So no stunning, no sealing, and no lowering attack or defense. Honestly, to stage 30, you really don't have to worry about that. This isn't the Goku and the Broly stuff here. This is definitely something that's a lot, that's toned down quite a bit, okay? The category that can hurt it the most is the Namek Saga, and then the category that is best to bring is the Namek Saga. Funny enough, though, is that this Gohan actually becomes a Namek Saga category after you awaken him from the level 120 to 125. His leader skill gets a buff to the Namek category of Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense up, I believe is like 60%. And then when you eventually get him all the way up to 140 and SA 15, then it bumps it up to Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense up 70%. So, and then obviously strength cards still get the plus 3 key and the 30% stat boost and all that stuff, okay? So the best way to go about this, bring a super strength team, and then after that, just throw in some guys that happen to be in that category. So Rage Goku, the one that we've had for so long, from Frieza's battle essentially. And then obviously bringing this Gohan, and then actually bringing the LR Frieza, he is in the category as well. So if you bring those 3 cards, they'll do extra damage, they take less damage from the opponent and everything like that. So that's your best way simply about going that way. Now, one thing I did want to note here in the information that I was that kind of interested me is that obviously after you go past stage 30, stage 31 until stage 77 give you orbs every single stage when you beat it. You get a lot of orbs from this. I think it was calculated like almost 10,000 out of this entire event or something like that. I'm not sure exactly on those numbers, but there are a ton of orbs. So do not miss that chance right now to go for this. Obviously, you also get some Grand Kais. After stage 30, you actually start getting different color Grand Kais, agility, tech, int, and so on. Okay. But anyway, so if we go down here, though, it's just simply talking about how these guys power up after every single event, or every single stage. We've known that because of the past ones and everything like that. It doesn't cost any act. Now, one thing that notes right here is that you need, it says, okay, so it tells you the two types that you can bring to take this thing down. We know the category already, just like before with the other ones. It was like Revived Warriors, and then the other one was the Half Sands category. This one is the Namek Saga, like I said before, and then obviously there's always a type that can take this on. Now, this is Super Strength because the enemies you are facing are extreme physical. Makes sense, right? We want to take the guys that do the most damage, okay? Now, one thing to note here is that so far, from what I've seen, going up to stage 77, usually by then, when you go into this right here, like the battle requirements, essentially, usually it would start saying extreme strength right here where I'm tapping on the screen. From what I've seen, though, so far, it either does it at stage 78 or it does not, meaning that bringing your LR Frieza, the farmable one, is okay to bring. Now, the only downside to that is that, obviously, if you want to bring the strongest strength team you possibly can, you'll want to bring Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because he can bring the EZA Gohan with you. That's what I personally do. I usually find an LR Goku friend, I can have my LR Frieza on there, and then that's kind of how I go about it, essentially, okay? Like I said, I'm going to show you some other stuff, though, here in a second. So, again, I'm not sure how far up LR Frieza might not be as damaging, essentially, but it's kind of like when we were doing the SSJ3 Goku one, where after a while it told me that I could not bring Extreme AGL, but LR Majin Vegeta was on the Revived Warriors team, and bringing him gave me extra HP and everything like that. He didn't do as much damage, but he was still fun to bring along nonetheless. So it's kind of a weird thing. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do here. So again, if someone's gotten to like stage 80 or 90 and it still allows you to bring extreme strength, great. If not, then I guess, well, you know, by then you can't really bring them. But other than that, after you get to stage 78, it's essentially just going through Hercule statues, okay? Anyway, let's go into the event. We're going to take this on with a total in-game team. Can we beat this? And I think you kind of know the answer already, but let's go ahead and take a look. Now, the key is to obviously finding an LR Goku friend, because he allows us to give key to everyone, not just the super types. Although I might have to just take a Goku friend. Now, I could have taken that, you know what, we're just going to take an LR, we're just going to take an SSJ4 Goku. So here's the team we're going to take. It should be pretty easy to take this guy down. So he's not that hard. All right, now one thing to keep in mind with this Vegeta, he will actually stun you if you get supered. So be very careful there. And we're gonna do this. We're obviously taking our LR STR Vegito here. Let's bring that down for Pan. Not the best start off right here. Now he could potentially stun Gohan here. He could stun Gohan, unfortunately, but it's okay if he does. No, okay, so Gohan did not get stunned, which is nice. No additionals kicking in. That's the downside right there. All right. As you can see, though, Gohan was taking less damage compared to the LR Gohan or the LR Vegito there. That's just the way things are going to be. Okay, now Frieza is really nice to have here. Let's do that. If I can bring he is just not falling for me. This is why I wanted the LR Goku over the SSJ3 Goku or SSJ4 Goku. Yeah, this is definitely a downside. Should actually have Frieza taking most of that damage. That was my fault. So 14 again. All right, if Frieza gets super, that's totally fine. 119 damage. He's rainbowed, by the way, for me, so that's something I don't have to really worry about. Let's do that. Oh no, we're gonna do that actually. So we'll give you that. We're gonna give Gohan this. This will get really close to finishing him off, actually, probably. Alright, this guy hits for a lot. I mean, obviously, he's an EZA, so he's going to be really powerful already, but just overall, I'll take the double attack from the... Alright, watch, just watch how much damage this is. Done! Yep. So you can officially take on stage 30 total in-game team, which means this Gohan is still total in-game. You don't have to worry about trying to take a team that cannot take this event down. I don't know what I'm going to do with those 4 medals, but yeah, so... if we go to here, though, we go up to stage 46. As of right now, I'm not sure if this team could take it on. If I can find a quick LR Goku friend, I'll do this real quick. If I can't, then I'll do it later, or, you know, we'll have to keep experimenting later. And it looks like we're basically finding SSJ4 Gokus. So, all right. deal with it later. But yeah, so anyway, so real quickly before I end the video real quick, guys, because this is going a little longer than I wanted to, let's go over the missions real quick, because I know everyone's gonna be asking, what's the missions, what are the missions, and everything like that. So if the game wants to, of course, load for me. Okay, so if we go into the missions, obviously I've completed them already, so let's just go into them. By the way, all of these numbered missions and everything, so there are two types of missions. There are missions that complete for the event itself, so that's actually how we get most of these stones. Usually with the past EZA events, we got stones for each time we beat each level. This time, instead of doing that though, they're simply in the missions. Okay, that's all they are. Okay, and by the time you beat stage 30, and which then completes the rest of those year 3 anniversary missions, the 1 through 33 ones, then we actually get a total of like 33 stones at once. So essentially it's like giving us the stones all at once, just not at one, you know, not each individual stage essentially. Okay, so we still get stones, so don't worry. But anyway, so let's go down here to 26. Okay, so first stage, this one actually has nothing to do with the EZA event, but you can if you want to. Simply beat a stage in under 3 minutes. No problem, okay? You've noticed the Sampoon stage, okay? Number 26 is taking down an event in less than 3 minutes. No problem. Doesn't matter what stage or anything like that. Stage number 28. They're going to go a little out of order, but again, they all come together. This one is just simply beat Dodoria. This is the katakana for Dodoria on the Extreme Z Awakening. Beat him once when your opponent changes essentially, because remember again, you start with Kiwi, go to Doria, Zarbon, Super Zarbon, and then Vegeta. So whenever you beat him for the first time, boom, you get this mission done. Okay. Number 27 was beat Kiwi, just like I said before. Okay. This one is Awaken for the first time on the Extreme Z Awakening stage. So simply going from level 120 to level 125. That's all it is. Okay. Very, very, very basic stuff. If you ignore the missions and you go to stage 30 and you beat it, and then you go in and you awaken your Gohan all the way, you essentially clear all these missions, just by the way. So it's number 31 is Extreme Z Awaken again, so just go into that next stage. Let's see, this is another Gohan one where this is do it twice then essentially, so again those two will collide together. This one is do it 3 times. Again, that's going. So the first one was going to 125. Then the next one was getting your SA, the chance to go to SA 11. Then it's going to 130. Then yeah, that's all it's doing. It's just going back and forth. As long as you awaken Gohan each time, you're completing each of these missions. Mission number 29 is to fully Z awaken him the entire. Or sorry, this is to beat Zarbon. My bad. This one's to beat Zarbon, and then you'll get that one. So that's mission number 29. Mission number 30 is to beat Super Zarbon, right there. And then 31, where's 31 here? I feel like I passed it maybe. I don't know where 31 is. Oh, is it this one? Oh, okay, so, okay, I guess maybe there's no 31. I'm not really sure. I've probably, like I said, just literally beat Z Awakening. But essentially, mission number 32 is to beat 30 of those missions, so this unlocks this one. This unlocks mission number 32, and then finally, mission number 33 is complete all 33 missions, which you didn't have done because 32 was a given right there, and you get 33 stones right there, which is pretty cool. Real quickly, oh, 31 was just Z Awaken him, duh. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that was mission number 31. So literally, like I said, in order to complete all of those missions that pertain to the Extreme Z Awakening, literally beat it to stage 30, Z Awaken Gohan all the way up to max, get him to level 15 in the SA and level 140, completely awakened, boom, you'll get everything. If you don't have some of the missions, go back and check. If you have Gohan completely that way, you messed up the game somehow. I'm sorry, just, I don't know. Reset the game, they'll probably work, something like that, okay? Or go back in, defeat one more mission, and then you'll see it pop up, okay? So, other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you happen to be new, and until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.